Dang, son.
Dude, check that out. So right here is all of our...
A little bit of a grade right there, but the house is going to be in that general area.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goonzquad garage, and today we are finally back on our 2020 Cadillac CT5-V. After waiting on one part for a couple of months, that sucker finally arrived, and that was the radiator support. But before we could actually just go ahead and throw in that radiator support and the rest of that whole entire front end, there is a few more major things that we got to take care of that we noticed, and we actually have a broken motor mount, I think on the right side over there, that's going to be pretty difficult to get to. I think we might even have to lift this sucker up on the quick jacks, drop that subframe in order to get to it. But once we get that knocked out first, then we're gonna probably move on to changing out this shock right here, because I think it's damaged and we ordered a brand new one, which is somewhere in that garage. Dude, look at that mess in there, dude.
Dude, that pile is actually full of every part to fix this thing, dude.
This thing can basically be completed just as fast as we can work. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the shock tower after that engine mount, and then I think there's one more important thing, which is to do what?
I think we got to throw the boot on that drive shaft. So we were able to actually buy a boot because our drive shaft is still good. It just had a little tear in the boot, and I think that's the best way to fix it and save some money, dude.
Drive shaft or axle shaft, whatever you call it, that boot is torn and it was just throwing grease everywhere. So if we can get all this done, we can top off all the fluids and actually go for our first little test trip, dude.
You got that right, dude.
Official, dude. But that's exactly what we're gonna work on this 2020 Cadillac CT5-V instead of the GTM, because we are waiting on a bunch of parts for that. Maybe we'll do a few things here and there, but this right here is our main focus. We got to complete this sucker right here.
Yeah, since we got all the parts and since we're waiting on parts for that thing, might as well jump on this one, dude.
And also we got something else super exciting that's gonna arrive to the new commercial property, but I think we'll save that for a little bit later. I say we go ahead, bring out the quick jacks, lift this sucker up, and hopefully change that motor mount.
Man, that was a tough one right there, dude.
Your hat sideways and everything. That's how you know it was a tough job.
Dude, I mean, it took all day. I mean, look at the sun's already setting and everything,
It's
dude.
going down, but you know what? Daylight savings was yesterday, right?
Was it? I didn't even know that,
I think so. So we lost an hour of sleep, but we gained more daylight.
I'd rather lose sleep and have more daylight, dude.
Dude, that means we can get more work done,
more work
dude.
time, dude.
But let's check out what we got done here, man. It was tough.
Dude, it was really tough. This is exactly what we had to change right here. This little aluminum engine bracket that was on the engine side, it actually just cracked off this little piece during the accident. But you know what? We had to drop everything, take apart all the suspension. I mean, look at that. Everything is hanging here. We dropped the subframe a little bit, and then also we had to rig up a rope on this engine because there's no hooks or anything like that to connect, and we had to just lower everything together, dude.
Yeah,
it was
like
pretty
there was,
sketchy,
yeah,
dude.
we would have used a chain, but there was like you said, there was no place for it. But that works right there. Also had to like throw a strap right there, used a regular jack, this whole engine hoist.
Dude, a whole entire rig going on here. But you know what? We managed to like shimmy this sucker, the new one, back in there, put the new engine mount on too. We got a new one of these because you never know, these could go bad as well. Put everything back together, torqued it down, and now everything is screwed on. And dude, we just got to put together the suspension, which we got to change this boot right here. We got a new one, pack it with grease. We got to get a new one of these for that side, which I believe we have. And once all that goes together, this thing will be good to go, dude.
It'll be good to go. One thing that I'm happy that we didn't have to do is actually drop that differential, because one of those bolts almost didn't want to come out.
Very difficult, but you know what? This is why you get one of these little drive shaft tools right here, dude. This sucker right here is a lifesaver, man.
That definitely saved us a bunch of time, but you know what? That is all said and done.
What about the turbos, man? We looked up under there, dude. Those suckers are as big as your pinky.
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
It's fist size, but you know what? Those little tiny turbos probably spool quick, man. Just instant.
I don't know about quick. I like big turbos. I think those 2 turbos are scams, dude. That's a big old scam, dude.
Hey, put 2 of them together, you get a regular size turbo, you know? That's why they split the 2 turbos and make them a little smaller, because it's a V6, you know, 3 ports for 1 turbo, dude.
Dude, when I looked under there, dude, I pretty much busted out laughing, dude.
It's pretty crazy. I never knew how small these turbos are, but pretty much that's how all twin turbo V6s are.
They're very small. But you know what? We're going to put the pedal to the metal, and we'll see what those turbos got.
Once we get everything back together, dude, I think we'll be able to actually hit the road, like, finally, because now the engine's not going to be vibrating. Everything should be good, and we may even go for our very first little test rip. check that out. So right here is all of our lifts for this entire shop, dude.
This is going to be some epic stuff right here. And you want to just go over kind of just quickly what we have
here?
The
main thing is the triple car stacker that we really wanted. We're probably going to throw it in that corner and stack 3 cars up, dude. That's going to be insane.
Imagine the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the
R8. Dude, any car, dude. Just throw them up there, and I think that's going to look super sick, especially in here. And also, we got some 2-post lift that we're going to throw on the side over here. We got a couple car stackers right there, and a few other things. Like, main thing is our tire machine and bouncer machine, and a few other epic little things that we're not going to just show just yet until we actually start installing this stuff.
Yeah, we still got a bunch of other extra stuff over here, but I think we're just going to leave that for a little bit later.
Dude, for sure.
But, oh my goodness, imagine just saving all that time with the tire machine and the balancer and all that good stuff right there, dude.
With the triple car stacker, getting more room inside the shop, you know what I mean? And it's going to look super sick. It's going to look like a scene off of like Fast and Furious or something in here, dude.
It's going to be
crazy,
so
dude.
insane. But we did have to actually cut into our fence just to get this stuff in here.
Yeah.
Let's go walk over there right quick, and I think that's exactly where we're going to make our main entrance.
Yeah, exactly right. We're on the plans that we had made. the entrance is somewhere right there, and I believe that may be exactly where it's going to be. So we just went ahead and cut it, and we're probably going to have to reopen it and build a gate there later on, because that's exactly where they're going to pour the pavement and everything. You know what I mean?
don't know just yet if we're going to do pavement or concrete right here. I think we're going to probably go with concrete because it's a little bit more tougher, and I think it lasts longer.
Yeah, it just depends on what our contractor actually says, because right now he's using pavement and more concrete, so it just depends. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we're going to figure that out later. But anyways, as for these lifts, we're not going to install these suckers ourselves. We're going to have Ben Pat come out here with a whole entire crew of people,
professionals, and they're going to get all this stuff knocked out in a few days. And dude, all we got to do is now figure out exactly where we're going to put this stuff, because the placement of this has to be pretty perfect, because this is what we're going to be working constantly, and we have to have every lift and everything like in the proper position.
We definitely got to think this through properly. So we got like 2 triple stackers, 2 or 3 double stackers, and then we got 3
one triple stacker.
Then what's that other thing?
I don't know what that other thing. I think this is one big triple stacker, all these posts, because there's 4 posts. You know what I mean?
That's
right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the other stuff, and then I believe we have a couple lifts over there, and those little car parking lot stackers right there are super unique, because once they go to the ground, they're pretty flat.
They're pretty compact.
Yeah,
right?
They're pretty compact. So we're gonna use probably some over here, and just gonna have to do some brainstorming, honestly, dude.
Definitely. But let's walk into the office, man.
Yeah, dude, almost forgot about this office, dude. Go ahead and walk in there first and just record how beautiful it is.
We finally got the sheetrock up, and that's pretty nice. Now we just basically need to call in the mud guys, pretty much.
So they're just gonna mud all these holes up, all the lines, get it nice and sanded, and then we can go ahead and we're gonna end up painting it. I mean, there's not much to paint here. Dude. We'll just paint everything probably white or something like that. Then after that's said and done, we're gonna go ahead and do the flooring in here. Yeah, right?
We should probably go with like some metallic epoxy, or maybe some sort of flooring.
Vinyl flooring, make it look like hardwood or something like that. That would be pretty nice. But for the most part, all we're waiting on is the mud guys and the actual plumbing guys. That way they can fix that. They had to move the toilet over a little bit, but for the most part, dude, we're getting some stuff done.
And also, as for the electricity, that we dug that trench and the folks came out here, I think, and it was just like a residential guy, so we couldn't do it. They have to call out the commercial guy.
Yeah, bigger lines, more power, so I guess that's going to take a little bit longer than we expected, but no big deal. All that stuff is in the works, and this is starting to look good, dude.
Definitely drop your suggestions down below, what you guys think we should do to the flooring. We'll let you guys, I guess, decide on some of this stuff.
Yeah, epoxy is really nice and stuff like that. It's pretty durable, but like a vinyl floor will be pretty nice too. You can have like it'll look like wood, you know, make it more warm in here.
Yeah,
you know
like a homey.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right.
But what about the flooring over there? Should we do metallic epoxy there? That's a lot of metallic epoxy if we do that.
It will be a ton, and I believe we have to move like all those lifts, or we can possibly do it when the lifts are installed. Yeah, but who knows? That's a good bit of work right there. But honestly, the way we work on stuff, we kind of damage floors.
We're going to jack the floors up, man. Yeah. Maybe we'll just do like a nice little buff on the floors.
And polish it. That's it.
But dang, it echoes up in there, dude.
It does, man. But it looks amazing.
This place is about to be done, man.
It's exciting. So we're getting close. I mean, we got all of our stuff that we need for the shop. Now we got everything lined up for the inside of this, and this thing's gonna be done here soon. But anyways, I say, what do you say?
Run back to the house and continue with that Cadillac, dude.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so check this out. So we finally got this car back on all fours after doing a few front end pieces. After leaving the shop, we actually ran to CarQuest and grabbed a little rattle can. They mixed some paint up for this car. That way we can spray in that radiator support. That way we don't have to pop it back off, and all that stuff dried quickly. Threw on some air ducts, a little air duct for the turbo inlet. It was cracked. We changed that out. A few other brackets for like the computer module and actual the fuse box and stuff like that. And just put together everything that we can to go on this test drive, dude.
That little plastic piece that broke off that intake inlet for the turbo, where'd that go though?
I don't know, that little plastic piece. We did shove I think it goes directly in the cold side, and I shoved a little like wire in there to see if I can feel anything, and I guess it didn't fall in there, because if it did, we would have heard something, you know what I mean?
Unless the turbo already ate it up.
Ate it up, dude. Grinded
it, dude. But look how massive the screen is. I noticed that, and when you put it in reverse, pretty high quality stuff. Look at that.
Huge stuff right here. I mean, you got like bird's eye view, side view, and a few other things. I mean, that's pretty legit for this car. But you know, it is a Cadillac at the end of the day.
CT5-V. I kind of wish it did have. I think the Blackwing is the V8 supercharged one, right?
Yeah, the CT5-V Blackwing is the V8 supercharged. I think there's a CT4 Blackwing as well. I think it's just 4-cylinder, if I'm not mistaken.
4-cylinder, maybe twin turbo or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But this is just what we could get. I mean, this is a nice car. The Blackwings is none on the auction. We done looked. Dude. They're super expensive. They're over $100,000.
Super rare.
Very rare. I mean, super hard to even get parts. I can only imagine a Blackwing wrecked in the front. Be insane, dude.
But you know what? We're about to find out what this V6 twin turbo, tiny little turbos.
We're trying to save on gas nowadays, man. The gas prices are through the roof. This V6 twin turbo should be good on fuel economy. This button on this side does not work at all. I was gonna switch to some of this stuff to see what's going on, but I guess we got to order this little button. But everything else, I think we should be solid, dude.
Let's see what this sucker's about.
Let's do it.
Ooh, it's got a little bit of pep. Everything good?
I think so.
Brake dust still on them rotors?
Yeah, I'm trying to press
some good
it.
Brakes. Change engine oil soon.
Oh, right now it's just bringing up a bunch of codes.
I know, there's a bunch of stuff that's unplugged up front.
Yeah.
It just said change engine soon.
I want to go into paddle shifter mode.
Just slide it over to your right, I think, right?
Do anything. Just don't go left.
What? There's an M.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
Paddle shifter mode.
Where's my gear select? Oh, there you go. I'm in
M2.
second gear.
Woo!
Pops a little.
Dang, that sounded pretty good right there.
The alignment is super bad though.
Is it? I can tell. I mean, that steering wheel's about sideways.
It's pulling like to the left really bad.
This car wants to drive two ways, two different directions.
I got to drive for both people. I mean, left or right.
Left and right. Dang, it like opens up the exhaust.
Yeah,
dude.
it actually sounds really good. I wish I can go a little faster, but it's kind of pulling me around on the road. But for the most part, this thing is kind of smooth. Like,
yeah, it's very smooth so far. It's not like crazy fast because we've been in a R8 twin turbo 1200 horsepower.
If
you know what I mean?
we just came out of like a
Honda Civic, maybe?
Honda Civic, a 99 Honda Civic, not boosted, boys, a regular one. Oh, there it goes.
Ooh.
There it goes.
Okay.
I think it has to, like, you know, I think this car has just got to get reset a little bit.
Probably.
You know?
Is the check engine light off? We did kind of reset the check engine light with a little mini scanner.
Yeah,
the
check engine light is off right now. I think it was just the hood was open. The check engine light cuts on when the hood's open.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That.
What did you use to delete those codes? What is it? Was it a Game Boy or something?
It was a Game Boy, like the old school one. Yeah, that little thing actually does a lot of work, dude.
That's crazy. It has a little bit of a crackle.
It kind of pops each gear. It's like,
yeah,
pretty good for OEM original.
Nothing too crazy though, you know what I mean? And there's no aftermarket options for this thing, you know what I mean?
Nothing, dude. At least we wanted to do like some lowering springs on this thing. That way it sits right. Nothing on here. No exhaust options. No cold air options. I guess nobody wants these things, you know what I mean?
I mean, it is such a smooth car right now. I guess I'm feeling the smoothness, but
dude, that's what I'm feeling. I mean, these shocks are electronic. I don't know if they're magnetic or anything like that, but dude, super smooth. I haven't even felt a bump in a while, dude.
Give it a little rip skis. Oh, that was a smooth shift right there. So
super smooth. This
is one of those cars that, you know, you just drive, I guess, to the store.
This is a chill car.
Take on a Sunday or something.
This is just like a car that you just cruise around with, you know.
Yeah, definitely a low-key car right here.
Low-key, but looks really good.
It does look super good, but I guess I don't think we're gonna tune it up or anything. We're just gonna leave it pretty much bone stock,
man,
right?
if there is ever a tune on the market for these things, 100%. Whenever aftermarket parts start appearing, they're gonna start appearing here too, dude.
That's true. But right now, I think you got to go to an appointment or something like that, right?
Orthodontist appointment.
Orthodontist appointment, and I think I'm gonna go with Pops up to the mountain.
Dude.
We're probably gonna buy some grapples.
Yeah, grapplers, because there's some epic stuff going on up there right now.
We'll catch you guys there soon.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Pops?
Too much work today.
This is a lot of work. But we got the grapples right there, or grappler attachment right there. That should help a lot. So
Yeah, I know. It's good.
it's definitely a good attachment. How much was it? Like it was 50. Yeah, it was $5,200.
52.
Very heavy duty though. That's the best one you can get right there, I believe.
Yeah, I know.
But you gonna start a fire right now?
Yeah, I go start a fire because too much wood.
Yeah, we got a lot of wood. So basically, I don't think we told you guys this, but or maybe I did on Instagram. But we got a guy with a dozer out here. He's now running the excavator. But we did get a burn permit from the city, so we are able to burn some brush right there. He's got it nice and cut down over here, basically trying to get like a nice level ground, and that's just about perfect. You got a little bit of a grade right there, but the house is going to be in that general area, so there's still a bunch more trees to knock down, a bunch more dozing to do. But I think actually he would have continued with the dozer, but he's having a fuel issue right now, so he's going to be running the excavator there. Pops is going to start a fire. We're not going to run this today because we're out of fuel in it as well. We brought it up here because it is afternoon and we just wanted to have it up here and prepare for the next work day. But that's a beast attachment right there, man. That is some thick stuff. Can't wait to run that, but I'm probably about to wrap this video up right now, and we'll just have to catch you guys in the next one. We did get a lot accomplished today, of course, at the shop. Got all those lifts there. Before you know it, they'll all be installed and we'll be working out of there. And of course, we got some Cadillac news, some good news with that Cadillac. And here soon, this house will be getting built as well, but you guys are gonna have to stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at Goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.